Know how much?
I currently have more dunks than him right now.
I gave
Is that
it
true?
all for
Yeah, but he don't say Perigo. He just goes out, and he don't want to play defense.
We're gonna get to that trash.
If I go tonight, I doubt the world will change. I just pray they don't forget my name.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize, Judah. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room out-wit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind. But you got outwitted by the locker room.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
Of all of the people that we talk about, LeBron fans are the only ones that even message me, contact me on Instagram.
LeBron fans.
One recently sent me a death threat, talking like you can't come to LA. LeBron fans. I have zero confidence in the Clippers, and I'm getting this close to stop rooting for Kawhi Leonard altogether. I'm getting close to just rooting for Nikola Jokic and calling it a day. I'm tired of these dudes. They're not a serious team.
I just wanna slide on top of vibe for you. Can name a list of things that I can do.
There's literally channels dedicated to low basketball IQ that just like to shred guys like Austin Reaves. I never knew till somebody pointed me in that direction. I couldn't even watch 5 seconds of it, bro. I lost brain cells just being there. There's some real Bron Glazers that just like to hate on everybody not named LeBron, and they're looking really silly right now because they like to talk trash about me for giving Austin Reaves his obvious due props. Another 30 piece. What you got to say now, clown? So it's like they always got something to say, man. Get these clowns off of my TV screen. Listen, I will never go back on that channel. Not even for 5 seconds.
Pray the fakes get exposed. Pray the real live forever. Pray the fakes get exposed.
They should be embarrassed. It's a joke. Lakers fans, they should be embarrassed about that. They say they are like one of the greatest franchises of the NBA. They should be embarrassed. You think Boston Celtics, Denver, the Thunder, the Bucks gonna let someone like Austin run the offense?
Niggas keep running their mouth. It's my turn. You told me it was my turn.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have another update, folks. We have another update, man. We have another update, folks, on this very bizarre Austin Reaves situation. This is very bizarre, folks. I don't know if we've ever seen anything like this, folks. And unfortunately, nobody's discussing it. What do you know, right? What do you know? The mayonnaise media, these guys aren't discussing one of the most oddest situations I think I've ever seen covering this Los Angeles Lakers team. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. And I've seen a lot of things here, folks. I don't know if we've ever seen what we're seeing right now in this very moment as it pertains to Austin Reaves. I don't know if we've ever seen this. Now, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys have been watching the Lakers right here with me. Have we ever seen a player, folks, fake an injury in the middle of the season? I don't believe we have. I don't believe we have. I really can't remember a player in the middle of a season faking an injury. But that's exactly what Austin Reaves is doing right now, folks. He's faking an injury. He's completely faking it, folks. Now, we all know what's been going on the last couple of weeks, right? Austin went from having some really good press and coverage. And then it all really came to a head about 2 weeks ago. Almost at this point, when Max Kellerman brought up that the Lakers should bench Austin Reaves. Right? Then we get to the Spurs game. Well, actually, it started with the Philadelphia game. It started with the Philadelphia game, if I'm being honest, 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago at this point. We went up to Philadelphia. Austin couldn't throw a rock into the ocean. And at the end of the game, my GOAT, LeBron James, had to step up and win the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Right? So that was on Sunday 2 weeks ago. That Monday, Tuesday, Max Kellerman and Rich Paul, they make a suggestion that Austin Reaves go to the bench. Right? That Wednesday, we play the Spurs, and Austin Reaves gets clapped again, folks, by De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, etc. Okay? After the game, a reporter asked Austin Reaves, matter of fact, let me not even tell you guys what they said. I'm going to play you guys exactly what they said. Y'all do me a favor, like Mr. Player Made says, drop a like on the video. Let me show you guys what Austin said after the game. Now, once again, folks, this has been embarrassing for this dude, man. I want to show you guys this, okay? This is how he was looking after the Lakers were beating up on bottom feeder teams, folks. He was in the post-game presser smiling. He was jovial, right? He was counting all the money he was about to get, folks. Him and his agent were counting all the millions that they were about to get. LeBron was out. The boy was balling. He was smiling, boy. I mean, he was smiling from cheek to cheek. He was smiling from cheek to cheek, folks. Literally, he was joking with Luka. Hold on, chat. He was living his best life, folks. He was living his best life.
Oh, how much?
I currently have more dunks than him right now.
Is that true?
Yeah, but he don't stay for real. He just goes out and he don't want to play defense.
We're going to get to that trash.
Ladies and gentlemen, he was cracking jokes with Luka. He was all smiles, right? Everything was going good for Aston just 2 weeks ago. And then we got to that Spurs game, folks, and this was his face, folks, after
Hey, I fuck with your boy.
Chat. Just 2 weeks ago, the dude was cracking jokes. He was smiling from cheek to cheek. And then his world just came crashing down, folks. His entire world, it just came crashing down. Right? He wasn't smiling after that Spurs game, folks. Right? He's costing himself millions of dollars. Yo, you should have just took the contract, dude. You should have just took that $90 million that the Lakers offered your ass. They offered him $90 million, folks. He came over here playing games. So let's get into this interview, folks. This was the last time we heard from Austin Reaves, man. This was the last time we've heard from this dude. Now, once again, he wasn't smiling anymore. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. Where is that energy, Aston? You were just laughing and joking with Luka. Where's the energy at?
Oh, how much?
I currently have more dunks than him right now.
Is that true?
Yeah, but he don't stay for real. He just goes out and he don't want to play defense.
We're going to get to that trash.
Ladies and gentlemen, he was just cracking jokes with Luka. I currently have more dunks than him right now. Running off, having a good old time. We play the Spurs. The dude got his cheeks busted by De'Aaron Fox. Stephon Castle had 30 that game. Dylan Harper came in off the bench, was giving his boy buckets too. And all of a sudden, folks, he's not smiling anymore. He's not happy. You want to know why he's not happy? You guys remember in 2018? You guys remember in 2018 when Steph Curry was in the finals with the Warriors and he was trying to win finals MVP? You guys remember when he cried? You guys remember that game 3? Let me see if I can find a picture. Game 3, chat. He was trying, right? He was trying to win the finals MVP. And, yo, Jesus Christ, man. My tab is just crazy, chat. Hold on.
You're a freaking frog.
That's crazy, bro. Folks, if you guys remember, the dude at halftime, I believe, right? He walked to the tunnel and they caught him. He was damn near in tears. And the reason why he was in tears, here we go. Here we go, chat. Look at this, chat. They caught Steph Curry at halftime walking into the locker room damn near in tears. Chat, the Warriors, they swept Cleveland in the finals that year. Why was Steph Curry in tears? Why was he upset? Why was he sad? Because, folks, he wanted to play well, right? He wanted to win finals MVP. And this is part of the reason why I believe Steph Curry and Kevin Durant don't really have a relationship. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but these guys played together. They won championships together. You don't really see them hanging out. You don't really see them having really a friendship. And the reason why I don't believe they have a friendship, folks, is because it's a weird friendship, right? Like, KD was up 3-1 on Steph. Then he goes to Steph's team. They win championships together. KD wins the MVPs. So it's just weird, right? It's just weird. It's like, did I need you or did you need me? Am I better than you or are you better than me? You know, it's just a weird relationship what they have, right? But that's beside the point. We got to get back to Aston. But folks, as you guys can see, he's not happy anymore. He's not having fun anymore. He's not joking anymore. You want to know why, folks? Because he's realizing, oh shit, I'm costing myself potentially hundreds of millions of dollars. So let's watch this interview, folks. I want you guys to pay attention to what he says when the reporter asks him how is he feeling, right? Pay attention to his demeanor. Pay attention to everything. Here we go.
And for this game specifically, kind of the way that San Antonio is playing defense, JJ mentioned, is a little bit similar to the coverage that Phoenix used, like keeping the big real deep in the drop and, almost encouraging you and Luka to take those tough, deep paint twos. You're going to see Phoenix again Sunday. Where can you guys grow a little bit, and did you feel like you started to solve that a little bit in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I feel like, we just played better in the fourth quarter. I think it's, we know what we need to do. We just got to execute it.
Defensively, the other thing that seems to come up a lot is just the on-ball, defense as a team. LeBron said it's got to be 5 guys on a string, and there can be growth there. But what did you see tonight in terms of the on-ball defense?
It just had to be better. Like Brown said, you got to guard. There's so much talent.
Shut
you
your
got to
bitch
guard
ass
everybody
up!
with 5 people. So just had to be better.
Austin, I know it's all early in the season, but how are you feeling physically right now?
Good, yeah.
Are you aware that you carry a big load for the team and maybe it's taking a little bit of a toll on you, or is it just missing shots right now?
No, I mean, just didn't get the ball to go in the basket.
Hey, I fuck with your boy.
So, folks, you guys just heard it. right? After the Spurs game, a reporter asks him. Now you guys got to realize everybody is in the locker room, right? Everybody can hear these questions. All the players can hear the questions that the reporters are asking. So I'm going to play this for you guys again. Now, I want you guys to imagine everybody in the locker room listening to these reporters asking these questions, right? And I want you guys to look at Austin, his demeanor, right? The reporter asks him, yo, is everything all right? We know you've been carrying a big load. Are you okay? Pay attention, folks.
Like Brown said, you got to guard. You know, there's so much talent in this league. You got to guard everybody with 5 people. So just had to be better.
Austin, I know it's all early in the season, but how are you feeling physically right now?
Good. Yeah.
Are you aware that you carry a big load for the team and maybe it's taking a little bit of a toll on you, or is it just missing shots right now?
No, I mean, just didn't get the ball to go in the basket.
We got Top Fly High. What's going on, man? We got Juan. Shout out to Juan. Juan came through with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I fought with your boy. Fought with your boy.
LeBron fans.
You said, what up? Can you imagine this team with Herb Jones instead of Reaves, Buha, and Lane? Can't we would be deadly with just that trade alone? Folks, do you guys see Austin's demeanor? And shout out to Juan, by the way. Appreciate you, Juan. I agree with you. We would be a better team with Herb Jones. But folks, did you guys just see Reeves' demeanor? Did you see? So the reporter asks him, they say, yo, how are you feeling physically? Without any hesitation, he said good. This was after the Spurs game, folks. This was the last time we saw this dude play. He said he was good. So now all of a sudden, randomly, he has a calf strain. Just randomly. Just out the blue. He just all of a sudden has a calf strain. He doesn't have a calf strain, folks. This is all a sham. That's all this is, folks. This is a sham. This is one big phony sham. Just like when he lost in the playoffs 7 months ago, he got Trevor Lane, him and his agent. They got Trevor Lane to put out some fake report talking about, oh, Austin had a big toe injury. He never had a big toe injury. It was all a sham. It was all a sham. What's a sham, folks? Word of the day, sham. What's a sham? A thing that is not what it is purported to be. I repeat, a thing that is not what it is purported to be. They are trying to tell us he has a mild calf injury, and it's all a sham. He doesn't have a calf injury. What he's trying to do, folks, is he's trying to save himself. That's what he's trying to do. Because he knew if he would have kept playing the way that he was playing, his stock would have continued to keep dropping. It was dropping by the day. It was dropping by the second. So he's like, you know what? Let me just remove myself from the equation. That way they'll forget about me. This is what him and his agent came up with. We've seen this movie before. These dudes aren't slick. Why do you guys think his agent blocked me? His agent blocked me, folks. Yesterday. They did the same. They ran the same play on us. They're running plays on us, folks. They ran the same play on us back in May, 7 months ago. They ran the same play on us. Let me show you guys. Trevor Lane, Austin. Trevor Lane is all. They're all in on this stuff, man. They're all in on it. It's nasty work. What's going on, man? Look at this, folks. They ran the same play on us back in May the 2nd. They ran the same play. Austin Reaves played through a left big toe sprain in the playoffs. Per Trevor Lane. Not per ESPN, right? No. Per Trevor Lane. Per Trevor Lane, folks. Absolutely filthy, man. Shout out to Top Fly with the $20 super chat.
Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
He says, just supporting the best channel on YouTube. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Top Fly High, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this dude is absolutely filthy. Him and his agent, man, they're running plays, chat. Not just on the court, but with the media as well. They're running plays, folks. They're running plays on everybody. This is their scheme. This is their strategy. When Austin gets beat bad, when he gets clapped, we always have the injury card we can go to. This is disgusting. He said he can run, but he can't hide. Chat, this is disgusting. Is this what they're gonna do every time he gets destroyed? Or are they just gonna pull out the injury card? It's like they got the injury card in their back pocket. They can use it whenever they want. They can use the injury card whenever they want. Whenever it suits them, they can use the injury card. When have we ever seen this before, man? Seriously, when have we ever seen this before? Like I said, this Laker rabbit hole, man, it get like once you start digging, bro. I mean, seriously, this stuff is like a soap opera, man. It is. It's like a sitcom. It's like a TV drama. The more you just dig, the deeper you dig into the rabbit hole. It's like, is this what really is going on these days? I remember when we won the championship that year in 2020. I don't remember niggas faking injuries in the middle of the season. I don't remember Danny Green or KCP or Caruso or LeBron. I don't remember niggas I don't remember nigga faking an injury. We went from winning championships to now we got frauds faking injuries now. This is pathetic. And then y'all be sitting here wondering why every time we get to the playoffs, we lose. Because we have frauds on the team. They're fraudulent. This is pathetic. It's like Uno. Every time he gets clapped, they gonna just pull out the Uno reverse card. But he was actually injured. So we can't actually hold him accountable because he was injured. So now he's gonna sit out, right? He's about to miss his 3rd game. You guys see the title of the show. Let me show you guys. He's about to miss his 3rd game. He already missed the Suns game. He done missed the Jazz game. Now he's about to miss the Clipper game on Saturday. Oh, and by the way, for the record, folks, we're 2-0 without him. By the way. So, I don't know if him and his agent thought like, oh yeah, let's just sit out. Because then they'll realize how much, they need you. I don't know if that was their play. I don't know what their play was, but it's not working on any front. It's not working. Shout out to Frank, man, with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
He says, keep speaking on it. Something has to be done. He said, clap. He said, clapped. I'm injured. Wow. Wow. That's pathetic. You're ducking smoke. And so, chat, hold on. So not let's really think about this for a second, right? Austin Reaves has good games against bad teams. He has bad games against good teams. And now we're in December and he's already ducking the smoke? Chat, we're not even past the All-Star break yet. And he's already scared? He's ducking smoke. So when it gets too hot in the kitchen, you're just gonna pull the injury card? You got a mild calf sprain? Mild calf injury? Is that what you're doing? Man, this is pathetic, man. Like I said, y'all have turned my favorite sport. You guys have turned my favorite sport, the NBA, my favorite league, the NBA. You guys have turned this into a full-blown clown show. At this point, this is a mockery. This is a parody. Austin is a parody NBA player. He is not a real NBA player. He is a parody player. This is all a parody. This is one big SNL skit. I've been telling y'all this for years. He don't even look the part, man. He don't even look the part. He doesn't even pass the eye test. This is all one big fraudulent joke. And I blame the mayonnaise media because they sit up here and they pretend that this dude is a legitimate player. They sit up here and pretend like he's not a fraud. I mean, this stuff is just ridiculous, man. So let's get into this article, folks. Let's get into this article. Once again, Austin Reaves ducking smoke. Now he doesn't want to play on Saturday after already having missed the last two games with a fake-ass mild calf injury. The hell does that even mean? A mild calf injury. What happened? Are his weak-ass legs already giving out on him? But you want a Supermax contract? Chat, he ain't never missed this many games in his life. Now all of a sudden now all of a sudden he can't go. Now all of a sudden when we ask more of you, now what? You getting injured now? Now you injury prone when we ask more from you. Now you injury prone now, right? Man, get out of here, man. So, we got an update, folks. CBSSports.com. Lakers Austin Reaves won't play on Saturday. Reaves' calf has been ruled out for Saturday's game against the Flippers. Dan Wokey of The Athletic reports, Reaves is still working through a grade 1 left calf strain, and Saturday will mark the third straight game he'll miss due to his injury. Marcus Smart will remain in the Lakers starting lineup for as long as Reaves is sidelined. Reaves' next opportunity to return is Tuesday against the Suns. He said maybe it's a mild ass injury. He said maybe it's a mild ass injury, folks. So we don't even have a return timetable for this fraud. The dude said his next opportunity to return is going to be Tuesday against the Suns. So we won't see Aston at least until Tuesday. Now this pisses me off because I was expecting him to be back for tomorrow's tilt against the Clippers. I wanted him back in that game. I told y'all, folks, he's ducking me. He's ducking me. See, the reason why he was looking sad in that post-game presser against the Spurs, after that Spurs game, the reason why he was looking so sad and defeated, folks, because he listens to the show. And he knew I was going to get on his ass. That's why he was upset. That's why he was damn near in tears, folks. That's why he was damn near in tears. So now we got to wait till potentially Tuesday now to see if this fraud's going to come back on Tuesday. Wow. He said he is not playing against the Suns, guaranteed. Yo, you remember the last time he played against the Suns? They gave that boy the business. What was his name? Colin Gillespie, whatever his name is. The dude had, 28 that game? Gave that boy the business like a suit and a bow tie. I was just listening to Julio Fulio. I was just listening to Julio Fulio just now. He said in that song, gave the boy the business like a boat, like a suit and a bow tie. That song was demonic as hell. They had to get that nigga, boy. That nigga said, went out to eat on his birthday. 4 shot, 3 dead in the worst way. I was like, oh, hell. Yo, they had to get that nigga, man. That shit was demonic. That was a crazy song, man. I was literally just listening to that like an hour ago. I was like, wow, this is insane. That was an insane song, man. If you guys haven't heard it, don't even worry about it. You don't want to hear it. It's wild. It's wild, man. Okay, shout out to Samoda Dragon.
Hey, I fought with your boy.
LeBron fans.
He says this will be a built-in excuse for the season. Exactly. That's what this is. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, bro. So now when we bring up that bad stretch, they're gonna be like, oh, but actually he had the bad stretch because he was injured. These people are frauds. They're frauds, man. I've been telling y'all that. Oh, you're just a Reaves hater. No, they're literally frauding us. They're fraudsters. He said, I think he knows they're trying to trade him. Exactly. I think so too. That could be another thing too. And we never know. They might have told him to sit out. Because you know what's funny, Top Fly, is that all of a sudden, soon as December 15 rolls around, he ain't playing no more. All of a sudden, just randomly, he's just not playing no more. Soon as the trade season opens, now he's not playing anymore. That's very odd. That's very odd. He said he activated his Aston anti-trade mechanism. That's insane. He said one talk and Aston is scared. Folks, this is insane to me, man. We went from winning championships. I remember 2020, man. I remember doing shows. That's right around the time we started doing shows, live shows. And I just remember us having like talks about basketball, man. We're really sitting up here discussing dudes literally faking injuries now. And nobody sees a problem with it but me. This is how you know, man, the league is just falling off, man. The league has just fallen, bro. You got guys gambling. You got guys faking injuries. You got agents trying to fraud everybody. That's why his little pussy ass agent blocked me yesterday. I told you I'm on to you and you like I said, y'all the ones that messed up. Y'all the ones that turned down $90 million. Oh, and let me show you guys this. Because Austin spoke about this over the summer. He spoke about getting traded after he didn't sign that deal. So I don't know if they thought this one all the way through, folks. I don't know if they thought this one all the way through, folks. And when I say they, I mean Austin and his agent. Let me show you guys this article. This is from September 30th, 2025. Let me show you guys this. So maybe he knows what's to come, folks. I don't know. We don't know what this is all about. Lakers Austin Reaves admits thoughts of trade after rejecting $90 million contract extension. Lakers guard Austin Reaves reveals trade concerns after contract extension rejection, adding intrigue as NBA training camp starts. So it says, speaking with The Athletic, Reaves admitted he could not ignore the trade possibility after rejecting the extension. Quote, I thought that there was a good chance for like a week after I declined the extension that there was a possibility I'd get traded. I mean, it's still a possibility. That honesty sheds light on the reality of the NBA where talent and financial strategy often collide. We got Anubis. Anubis, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Man, I'm just coming in, so I didn't really hear. Or I heard you talking about them trying to trade Reeves, but I was seeing something earlier where Reeves and Luka showed up to Bronny's G League game. This dude is trying everything not to get traded, bro. That's pathetic.
Yeah. So if you don't know what's going on, now we just got a report that says he's not going to play Saturday versus the Clippers. What are your thoughts on that?
Uh-oh. He's in the office begging them not to trade him. Yo, this is pathetic. And I'm gonna be honest. They may have a funeral service if they trade Austin Reaves. This is how these fans act. Like, they really act like he's the savior of the Lakers. He's done nothing. Y'all so pathetic. This dude is trash.
Listen, I think personally, obviously he's faking this at this point because, like I said, when after that Spurs game, the reporter asked him, "How are you feeling?" He said he was good. So my thing is, how did you get injured? Like, and this is my thing, right? Where these people come with these fake ass reports, they don't provide you any context. They say he's injured, but nobody saw him get injured. You know, did you see that play last night when LeBron took the knee by Walter Clayton, whatever that dude's name is, Walter Clayton, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Did you see that play?
Yeah, I saw that.
Right. So LeBron last night, if you guys watched the game, he took a knee to knee from one of the players on the Jazz. I think his name is like Walter Clayton Jr. or something like that, right? And he had to walk it off. And after the game, he basically said, you know, they dodged a bullet because it could have been bad. And yeah, so like if we would have gotten a report today, right, for example, and it would have said LeBron James is out with an injury, that would have made sense because we literally saw him in the middle of the game get injured. You know what I'm saying? So if they came out today and was like, LeBron's not going to play on Saturday versus the Clippers, that would make sense. But the last time we saw Reaves, he was perfectly fine. He finished the game. After the game, the reporter asked him, how was he feeling? He said he was good. So then they come with a fake report saying he has a mild calf injury, and they don't tell us when he sustained this injury. Where did he get a calf injury from? Did he get it coming out of bed? Did he fall down the steps? We got no further context provided. This is what I'm saying. It's a fake injury. It's fake.
Not only that, Reeves was shooting around in the last practice. What are you doing any of that? If he can't play on Saturday, why is he shooting around in their most recent practice? They showed him shooting the ball and stuff. I said, wow, I thought he was injured. You see? Now, I know that just because you shoot doesn't mean, you know, you're fully healed and all that stuff, but it's just, like you said, there's no context to this. I'm perfectly fine now. I gotta miss a couple games. Come on, man.
It's like watching Dame and Jason Tatum like going through their recovery. It's like, they're recovering, but we have context as to why they're not playing. They sustained Achilles injuries, right? So even though we see them warming up, we know that the timetable for that injury is at least a year just to get back on the floor. And then probably 2 years to get back to who you were prior to the injury. So at least we have an idea. But with this, it's like, come on, a mild calf injury, that's a made-up injury. A mild calf strain. Dude, you can get a calf strain. I mean, come on. I just, like I said, I just hate how these people try to like literally deceive us. It's like with Giannis. The dude comes, the reports are he's frustrated with the organization, and then all of a sudden he's just walking up the floor and he just falls down and he's just out indefinitely. It's like, come on, man, let's be for real. Y'all trying to trade the dude, or he's trying to get traded, but don't sit up here and lie and say he's injured. He's not injured. Just say you set him down.
Yeah. But see, they can't do that because it'd be against the rules, and then they would have to pay some money.
Exactly.
So I mean, I get that part of it, but still, it's just like the Giannis thing. I looked at that was so it looked so fake.
That was so fake. He should be in prison, bro. Like, my thing is, how are we locking up Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups, and we're not locking up Giannis and Reaves? It's like y'all are picking and choosing who y'all want to arrest. It don't make sense to me. Giannis should be in prison. Ben Simmons should be in prison. Austin Reaves should be in prison. They're literally faking injuries.
But then look, some people would say LeBron does the same thing. LeBron's 40. LeBron deserves to have games off. Reaves is in his prime.
It's not
Giannis
the same thing.
Is younger.
It's not the same thing because, like, let's say LeBron sits out, right, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's dealing with left knee injury management or something like that." Right? We know when you say management, we know what that means. Like, we're just trying to give him a break. But you talking about he got a calf strain? Like, come on, gang. You ain't got no calf strain. A mild calf strain.
The Red, just the heavy load he's been carrying.
The heavy load in November. Right? Against the Pelicans. He's been carrying a heavy load. Yeah, sure.
He hasn't had a break, Reg. He's only 26.
That's insane,
he hasn't had a break.
You needing a break at 26? I mean, you just got to the league at what, 23?
And here you got LeBron. 23 years in, bro. Still.
You had LeBron to carry you, Luka to carry you, and they talking about he had to carry a big load. Bro, you're playing with Luka and LeBron. You know what LeBron does, right? Anubis, this is how I know it's BS, exactly. Right? So we all know, right? LeBron is 40. So what does he do to manage himself throughout games? Sometimes he won't run back.
Yep.
Sometimes he'll walk up the court. He'll take breaks within the game to preserve his energy. So if the excuse was that Reaves is really tired from carrying this load, well then don't go as hard during the game. Pass the ball. Let somebody else score. You see what I'm saying?
Well, he has no excuse because Reaves don't go hard on defense.
Exactly. we got Top Fly High. Top Fly High, what's your thoughts on this this sham, man?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
What's up?
Yeah, nah. Hey, he don't want that work, man. He realizing that workload is heavy. He can't carry it, man. So he going, and that's the whole thing. Now the teams are warming up. You know what I mean? I mean, he had his best. He put his best foot forward. You know what I mean, in the start of the season. You know what I'm saying? When people just trying to just get into their grooves, but now that people have, it's almost like a new quarterback in the NFL. You might have that first season might be nice, but that second season gonna be tough once they get film on you.
Exactly.
So now that they starting to actually apply pressure to him, and then the other thing too, if you notice those few games that that he's looked bad, they haven't been calling fouls. So now when you take those fouls, because I said that to you a couple shows ago, is that it's going to be hard for them to basically give Luka all these fouls and Austin Reaves all these fouls. People going to complain. I mean, people have. I think the person that really stood out to me was DeMar DeRozan when he was actually just looking at the thing like, damn, 46 free throws.
Yep.
You know, that
I
shit is
saw
crazy.
Devin Booker during the game when we played the Suns, because Luka had gotten a
Right.
foul call on one end of the floor. So Devin Booker, he comes on the other end and basically tries to do the exact same move, and he was like, wait a second, y'all gave Luka the free throws, because you know how like
Right.
during the game they'll if you're shooting it, if you're in the act of shooting, they'll give you the free throws, but if like you're passing it, it'll be a side out. So Devin Booker,
Right.
he pulled the same move that Luka always pulls, but they didn't give him the free throws. And I saw
Right,
him
but
run
no,
up. I saw him run up to the referee, and he was like, "Hey, y'all called it on that end, but you're not gonna call it on this end."
But you see the one that
No,
they overturned last night. They overturned one last night when the dude for Luca when the dude came down and jumped into him, and they overturned that for him. It's like, but they overturned it and turned it into an offensive foul. But it's just like that's the same thing that they do. So a lot of teams are starting to do that, and people used to say that too about LeBron flopping, but it's not that a lot of times when you get into situations where the referees are calling the game a certain way, shit, if that's the way that it's going, then why not try it? If they're giving up free fouls,
you
you
know,
know what I mean? But
remember when they had a time period, and this was recently, where they start giving technicals for flopping, and then it just went
right,
away. Ain't
it
that
went
weird?
away. Right, it went
And
away.
they would find you. Wouldn't they fine the player for that too? If I'm not mistaken, it was a technical and like a fine because it's messing up the game. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped doing it.
It's just
That's
back in.
crazy.
But teams are getting hip to it, so they starting to do it. But I just hope that, like you, but the news, I just hope that it just goes away, though. I would rather not. I would rather just see people just play basketball and stop all this
Yeah,
flag
straight
because
up.
a lot of straight up basketball because I saw a lot of those things that Luca was doing last night. He still was getting a call, but then but like
Yep.
I say with Austin Reeves, what I mean. He's just not the superstar that everybody sees him as being, and it's just sad because I've never seen him in that light. It's nothing that he's done on the court to me that really actually just jumps out. It's nothing that he does on the court that really jumps out to me for me to see him in any type of superstar role. He's just always just being like I say, he's a sixth or seventh man, and it's sad that the Lakers are just putting him in that position, to try to make him. He just, I mean, when that one play that you show where my man that Fox got him down there dancing like they on the stars, like they dancing with the stars, and he just and it's just look at his hands, look at his hands, look at his body language. It's like how could you just look at his hands? Are they flop? What is he doing? It's no control. It's just like I don't know what they see. And I hate that he's in this position for real ballers to really look at him and just see that he's just not that dude. I'm just sorry, but he just not that dude. I mean, even when Kawhi knocks him down, it's just like he just don't do. He just don't fit the part for me, man. To have on that goddamn Lakers uniform, man. Like I
It's
say, I love Kobe, but I wasn't a big Kobe fan. But I love him. I love the man, but I'm not a big Kobe fan. But Kobe could fill that bucket up. But I know he probably
Yeah.
turn it over in this goddamn grave, trying to
yeah.
figure out
Yeah.
what the fuck Rob Pelinka's doing. Cause this is just sad, man. Look at him.
I mean, you going listen. If you shoot 12 threes, you're going to hit four. That's trash. I'm sorry. 12
And
threes, they just hit four.
right. And see, and you know the same thing. If you gave me like Luca, if you gave me 30 shots, and you giving me free throws.
Yep.
Right.
Man, I average 40.
Right.
Yep.
Easy. That's easy money.
Right.
Man, that's easy
You're
money,
gonna
man.
because the free throws, seeing that ball go in is gonna get you in the rhythm.
Yep.
Right.
And then you got the green light on offense to basically do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. But see, the other thing that I say now, and I'm just watching the game last night, and just watching how Luca's doing his thing, and his thing is just he's just ball hogging, and this LeBron gets that ball. LeBron and Reggie, you 100%. LeBron set the tone, and Luca just followed up. He just followed up because LeBron set the tone when they came back in that third quarter, where LeBron set the tone. Luka actually just did his thing towards the end. And see, people just think that him just scoring all these points, that don't win games. I've seen so many scores just score, but it's the Luka's just not a leader. I don't care. You can put Kevin Durant,
Yep.
you could put James Harden and Kyrie together. There's no leader. There's no leader right there. When you put Kevin Durant with in Phoenix with Booker, and you put him with
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, there's
Yeah.
not a leader.
Yeah.
But see, what they fail to realize is that LeBron has all the answers, and he's had the answers for years.
Yeah.
So why would you want to just get rid of him? But
When
the thing about Luka has to realize he has to watch. At
Yeah.
some point, JJ is just going to have to sit him down and just let him just watch LeBron and what he does.
But see, the thing is, it's like when you just let, let's just say, like, this is like parenting, right? If you just let your kid just do whatever they want to do, and then they get to a certain age, and then you try to, like, now start disciplining them, it's almost like it's too late. And I think that's
right.
what Dallas realized, which is why they were like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and cut our losses now before we have to pay them, because we can't control them anymore. Like, I think this whole thing started when Rick Carlisle, because in his rookie season, Luka didn't play the point guard. But in his second season is when Rick Carlisle gave him the ball and made him the point guard, the primary decision maker. So that's really been the only style that he knows how to play, right? He doesn't,
Right.
but it's like, I remember when Doc Rivers said this about James Harden. He was like, man, I wish I could have got James Harden earlier in his career. And what he was basically saying is if I could have got to him earlier, I could have changed the way he plays. But now I'm getting him, he's too stuck in his ways now. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even know if he can be reeled in now, because I think he's used to getting these points. I think he's used to getting his numbers. So if we try to tell him, hey, bro, like, tone it down some, stop jacking up all these shots, pass the ball a little bit more, well, then that means his average is going to come down. And I don't know if he gonna really want that, if he going to go for that. I don't know.
But I mean, see,
remember?
I agree. But do you want to win? I just don't
No,
understand.
I don't think he cares about. That's what I'm saying. This is why I say I don't like it when they bring these international players over here, because they don't love our game. They use our game.
Yep.
They use our game for what Mike and Magic and Bird and Kobe. They were the ones that built the league up to where guys are getting 50 million, 60 million a season. So they just see it as a money grab now. They come from these other countries. They come over here. They see it as a money grab, but they're not dedicated. When I be saying the stuff I'm saying, people be like, oh, you just hate, you're xenophobic. You just don't like him because he's white, or you don't like him because he's not from America. Yeah, that does play a role, because you don't understand. It's like the FBA movement. You'll have Africans or whatever. They don't understand our plight. They don't understand what we had to do in this country. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, no, we fought for our rights. The same rights that y'all come over here and y'all take full advantage of. We fought for that.
And think about this, newsflash, we're in America. Why do we like foreigners? We're in America. Why wouldn't we like our own? Why wouldn't we embrace our own? That sounds dumb. It's not like we're over there in Europe, right, and playing in the NBA. This is in America. So we should be supporting our own athletes.
Right.
Right.
Well, let me ask y'all this though, because when I'm watching what LeBron is doing with the team that we have, how Marcus Smart is knocking that three down, how Jackson Hayes is really getting involved, how DeAndre Ayton, when LeBron is feeding him, he's consistent. Rui is already consistent. I just want to ask y'all, when Luka sits down, the team looks mediocre. Are we really that bad?
You got to understand this too. Like when it comes to the foreign players, a lot of them don't speak English very well, and communication is big with basketball. So if you struggling to say certain words, like that's why I think Rui is confused. That's why I think Luka and all, because it's like they just learned to speak English. Imagine trying to communicate with somebody like that on the basketball
Yeah,
court.
but I'm just saying. I know it's just I know it's just the Jazz that we play, and I ain't going to. But I'm just the pieces that we have. It looked like with LeBron out there, and with him with the ball in his hand, the ball in his hands, the team looks competitive.
Oh no, the team, the top five. I said this on yesterday's show. For the last few years, we haven't had good enough role players around LeBron and AD. Now we have good enough role players, but now the superstar that we pairing with LeBron it's him now. He's not good enough now, and that's Luka. Like I think if we were to trade back for AD, like let's just say we did the trade back and we sent Luka and Maxi Kleber back for AD and Max Christie, I think this team can compete with anybody. The way with the role players we got now, we can compete with anybody now.
Right. Yeah, but it's that goddamn Luka. When Luka, he just see this is the thing that this is the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. If he'd have had, what did he have, like 40 something last night? How much did he have? Like he had like 40.
Yeah, 45, I think.
See,
40.
Right. If he would have spreaded that out, you don't have to score. You don't have to score 30 in the first quarter. Or you don't have to score 25 and that's what the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand about the game. If he's scoring 20 to 25 in the first quarter, that means that other people aren't eating. You got to spread it around. And the only reason
It
it was
also
really spread out
means that JJ
yesterday,
ain't got no system.
yeah,
Yep.
JJ's terrible. JJ terrible. You know what I mean? Because when the big dude for the Jazz came back in, I was screaming at the TV. I think he put Vando in first, and then he threw Jackson Hayes in. I can't remember what part of the game it was, but I was screaming at the TV. Put Jackson Hayes back in the game, because we were too small. But then they eventually did it because I think it was like either a foul or it was a timeout. And I looked up and Jackson was back in the game. But see, you got to be on your toes, and you're not only watching the game, but you got to watch who they subbing in and out.
Yeah,
but JJ, I'm trying to get, like my grandmother say, I'm trying to get a nigga a chance.
Nah, he's bad. He's just as bad as Darvin, if not worse. We got Mr. Player Made though. Mr. Player Made.
Mr. Player Made?
What are your thoughts on this this injury, man? This fake ass injury.
What up, Reg? What up, y'all? Man, it's trash because you really see how they trying to position Austin Reaves in a way that he can try to get a better contract, but it's really gonna fall in their face. And it's crazy to me that they saw how Dennis Schroeder was on the team with Austin Reaves, and they saw how his contract would have went, and they saw that he should have took that first deal that the Lakers gave him. Then that following season, he couldn't get a better deal what the Lakers previously gave him. And I'm looking at the same Austin Reaves, looking at he's in that same position, in that same situation. We looking at him have some good games. Dennis Schroeder had some good games that season. Is supposed to make that contract year, but at the same time, he didn't reach his full potential, and that's what we're seeing Austin about to do.
Yeah, we got this clown OG Life. Hold on, we got this clown OG Life. You said, what kind of racist shit am I listening and reading in here?
Anytime you say anything negative about the white players, they bring out the race card. Y'all pathetic.
They're always projecting, bro. They're always projecting. I said, it's all fun and games when it's LaFraud, LeBozo, LeBarbie, the trash. It's all fun and games then. Anthony, Data Davis. A Disney, always disabled. It's fun and games then. But then when we get on Hookah Dookie, right?
Yep.
Luka Dookie, now everybody's a racist. Man, get out of here, man.
I'm not even looking at color. I'm looking at ball play. You know, that's what
Exactly.
I'm looking at. You know, the way, you know, if you can't look at the TV and watch him just shooting every time that he has the ball, where everybody else is just standing around. Shit, I used to say the same thing about Kobe. And you know, man, you know, my brother can vouch for me on that one. But I used to say the same thing about Kobe. You know, and ain't nobody called me no racist when I was talking about Kobe. I mean, a lot of guys ain't like where I was coming from. But I used to say the same thing about Kobe. And you know what I used to say though, fellas, I used to tell the folks, I say, you know, and it was a comparison with Kobe and LeBron. I said, see, and it's living out. I said that just watching LeBron play. And I told people, and y'all were gonna say, man, you ain't say that. I said LeBron could play into his 40s, and the reason why he could play into his 40s is because of because of the position that he plays. See, when you trying to play that two guard position and you don't want to give up the helms for the two guard position, you still trying to attack and you still trying to do the same, your body's not going to last. You know, you got to if you want to last into your 40s, you have to reinvent yourself. But see, LeBron came into the league that way because he already he didn't mind playing the point guard position. If Kobe had did that, where he kind of brought some players in and kind of took a backseat, he might have lasted a little longer too. But like I say, but ball hogging, I can't get with it. MJ ain't last that long. He only played 15 seasons. D Wade didn't last that long. His knees went. But when you like LeBron and you can play, you know what I'm saying. If Luka could really, if Luka could really play like LeBron, you know, like everybody try to compare him to LeBron, which is a crazy comparison because when
Yeah.
LeBron played at 26, 27, you know what I'm saying, LeBron was a dog. You know what I'm saying, athletic freak of nature. But you try to compare somebody that don't even play above the rim to LeBron. How could you really value Austin Reeves and Luka like people do, and they don't even play above the rim? I mean, come on, it don't even make sense.
Because these nerds, they look at the stats and they just say, "Look, he's averaging 40 and all that," and it's like, are you watching the game? I can
Right.
foul bait and live at the free throw line and average 40 as well. It's not hard. Because
Right.
that's all they're doing. And I
Right.
can't respect Austin Reeves because I promise you, without the him stat padding, Reeves would probably be averaging 10 points. That's what people don't get. You literally
Yeah,
watch
and the
this
thing,
fraud bricking, it messing up the whole 2 quarters, and then towards the end of the game, he starts to stat pad. So now he boosts his 10 points to 20. That's the only reason why he's averaging the numbers he's averaging. I can't respect that.
yeah, and the
If I
reason why
was
they like
coaching,
that is the fact that they don't want to be wrong in a debate. So they hide behind these stats. They use all kind of stats, plus minuses. They use all kind of stuff that they can pretty much stuff that we can't even see on the basketball court. You can't see the plus minus on the basketball court, but they want to stand behind that stat and try to make it sound like it's some type of stat that can determine if a player is good or bad every single night. But it is irrelevant to me. But they want to. The only reason why they stand behind those stats like that is because they don't want to be wrong in a debate. And
Let me
try to use that to be right every time.
let me get in here. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. We got this clown, OG Life. Dude, the link is in the chat, man. Like, if you have a disagreement, bro, like, just call into the show, gang. It's okay. So you said y'all are clowning foreign players and say the NBA should be American only. We are going into 2026 calling me a clown? Bro.
We never said that.
Everybody is not a fan of these international players, gang.
the style of play is
Like, we
messing up the
don't,
game.
like, my thing is, we don't have to be. Like, y'all live in this world to where it's like there is no middle ground in today's world. It's either you're a super fanboy or you're just like a racist hater. It's like, bro, we're allowed to not like Luka. Like, we don't have to like Luka because you like Luka. We're allowed to not like him. The same way y'all don't be liking LeBron and certain players, we're allowed to not like Luka too.
And my thing with Luka is the fact that he came into the league saying that the NBA was easy to score. It was easy for him. Everything for the NBA was going to be easier for him. But yet he's yet to win a championship. For somebody to come in that said the NBA is easy and they haven't won a championship, it kind of baffles me. And the fact that he said the other night, and you played the clip, Ridge, the fact that he said that he doesn't watch the NBA. You don't watch the NBA. You said the NBA is easy. So tell me, basically you're telling me you don't have any type of respect for the game that you play.
He ain't won nothing. Not an MVP, nothing.
Nothing.
And he get all this praise. It's crazy.
That
I
was
mean, for
hey,
him
was that
to come into games.
Reggie, was that was the guy Kwame, you call him Kwame Brown, when he was that him that said that he thought that that Luka was better than SGA?
I think he said he got SGA as the MVP, but he got Luka at number 2. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, that's the it's just I don't know. I just, like I said, if you play ball and you in a situation where you on a team where one team is just getting all the fouls called. I think we've all
Yeah.
been in that type of situation, right? Where you playing and it's like the referees are just calling fouls for the other team, but they won't. It's not a balance.
Yeah, I
It
think.
just makes you feel a certain way.
Yeah, we got Tony in the chat. He said international clowns Dominique Wilkins would have killed Luka. F this Euro stuff. Yeah, I just think
That was just a different era of basketball. And like I tell you, like I say to you, it was just a different era of basketball. It was just different. It's just like, I guess if you maybe 30, 35, maybe, or when I say maybe 30, and you really haven't really watched the games. I mean, you can go on YouTube and you can see certain things, but if you just watch the game, I mean, I knew, but I think I heard you say something about one show I heard you were saying about MJ, when you kind of felt like MJ kind of started the foul baiting, but that was just a different type of basketball. I watched MJ get beat up by Detroit. I
No.
watched
See,
MJ get
and see,
beat.
that's after. So after he went to the commissioner and complained, they changed the rules. So he actually is the start of it. So I actually
Well,
watched
no,
Jordan. I'm
no.
39.
I think no. The face. See, until LeBron became the face of the league, the face of the league, they just got calls. LeBron is the first face of the league to be treated the way that he gets treated. MJ got it,
What do you
Magic got it, Bird got it.
mean?
The faces of the league, Kobe got it. But when you get but LeBron, it's like they went the opposite direction. Whereas though LeBron doesn't get those calls. Remember that game when he was playing against Boston, and LeBron just kind
Yeah.
of lost his mind, where he was just fouled. That would have never happened to MJ.
Nope.
That would have never happened to Kobe. That might have happened to Shaq. But clearly it was a clear foul. But it's just like sometimes, but I can't see MJ in the midst of everything that's going on now with this just foul baiting stuff, or when you just backing into people and you just doing. I just don't see it. But see,
No.
but to come. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What we've discussed is even with Jordan and Kobe, their version of it was, I'm a pump fake and kind of jump into you a little bit. It wasn't like Luka's just jumping into the person. So his is like on steroids. But what I'm saying is that was kind of the little start of it, because they would pump fake and the person would jump in the air and they would draw the foul. But Luka's just
Right.
straight up, I'm just gonna come down and jump into you. So is Reaves. So it's like they're doing it on steroids, and that's what we were discussing
I just
earlier.
think in today's generation, it's just because, like I said, top five. I mean, you've been here, Nubis, y'all been here for a minute now. Like, I don't remember it being like this, even like 2022, 2023. We weren't having these conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, the fact that we're having them now not only tells me that it's become such a problem that now everybody is noticing it. And I think when we're at that point, it's like, okay, now something needs to be done. Because 5 years ago, when the Lakers won the championship, I didn't hear nobody talking about players are foul baiting. You know?
Right.
So now, it just lets you know, like, how bad it's gotten. I just saw Jaylen Brown. He even called out SGA on a Twitch stream. He was like, "Yeah, I like SGA, but he got to stop that foul baiting stuff." You know, when players are calling each other out, that's how you know it's like it's bad now. And I just think it's very funny, Mr. Player Made, how once the international players kind of took over, now this is kind of like a conversation now. You know?
Yep.
When the Americans, because Americans, like I said, growing up, we didn't play like that. Like, you didn't play to like do stuff like what we're seeing now. You know, if you drove the ball, you were trying to stay on your feet. You weren't trying to fall to the ground. It's like guys drive now like ready to fall, like they're ready to just hit the floor. It's like, bro, get up, man. You know, like stay on your feet.
Can I say something to you? Can I say something? So late 80, like 89, 90, 91. That's the time like when I was in college, right? The first time somebody actually took a charge, I didn't even know what it was for real. Because I'm coming from the inner city of DC. You understand? Wasn't nobody taking no damn charges.
Yeah.
We were just going hard.
Yep.
So when I got to college, like I tell you, I was out west. So when I got to school, and the dude took it, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? This nigga just following. I didn't even know what it was. you hear
That's
me?
crazy.
Because I'm coming from DC.
Top
inner
high.
city, you feel me?
It's crazy. It's crazy you said that, because it be times where I be watching the game and Reaves and Luka will take a charge and I just be like, bro, that shit weak. I literally be saying that. I'm like, bro, that shit is so weak, bro. Like,
what the heck?
It's weak to me, man.
The coach told me, so the nigga called the foul on me, so we blew the whistle. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga tripping? I said foul, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But I'm just trying to tell you, so that's just why. So the biggest thing around the early, I think the first thing with the international play was the flopping, when they brought the flopping into the game. And that might have been, because I remember when that hit. Because Vlade Divac, he was famous for it with the Lakers. And it was like the flopping
Yep.
came in. It was like the flopping came in from this international play. And that's when it talks about the things that was going to come in for the league. But this thing now, I think that a lot of the American players don't understand. A lot of American fans, I'll say, don't understand that it's just a bad look. It's just a bad look. If they played above the rim and they did that, but I think that's just another thing that's thrown in for players that don't play above the rim. Along with the flopping, the charges, and now you got this foul baiting thing. But see, if I was a coach and I'm coaching my players that's guarding these two clowns, I would just tell them not even to jump. I don't understand why they feed into that, because one thing about Luka, one thing about Austin Reaves, one thing about Shea, one thing, and it's because I want to keep it leveled. I don't want to make it seem like it's all white players that's doing it. One thing about Trey Young, all these players that's doing this foul baiting stuff, they're not jumping over you. All you got to do, especially if you 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", just put your hands up. Because the only thing they're going to do once you do that is just pass the ball out. But if you
And that's
feed
the
into
difference.
it,
Yeah,
yeah, if you
I
feed it,
think in today's game too, it's like certain guys they're just not physically capable of doing certain moves,
Exactly.
getting by certain people. Like they're not capable of it. So I think once they get beat, it's like a spidey sensation just goes off, and it just activates like a weird movement to where they just like, because like for example, right, it was one play where Reaves got beat to a spot. So it was in the Boston game. Jordan Walsh was guarding him. Reaves was coming up to court. He tries to go behind the back. Jordan Walsh beats him to the spot, and he like just flops. And I was watching the play. I'm like, bro, that's not a foul on the defender. It's just that Reaves got beat to the spot by the defender, and it caused him as the offensive player to look goofy, right? He's all, out of whack. He's falling to the floor. So obviously the referee in real time, it looks like it's a foul on the defender. But when you actually slow it down and you watch it in slow motion, it's like, how is this a foul on the defender? It's not the defender's fault that he's quick enough laterally to get to the spot before Reaves. And to me, I thought it was good defense. But it's like they're calling that a foul. So I think a lot of this stuff is like, it's just a way for the less athletic guys to be able to compete. Because if as you can see Top Fly, when he's not getting the calls, you see he's not even like, he don't even look like he belongs out there when he's not getting certain calls.
Right.
He turns into a shell of himself.
Reg, you 100% right. And you know what I think it is? I feel like it's the fact that they draw this contact first because the NBA is a physical game. They take the physicality out the game by them initiating contact like that. So they're actually trying to preserve themselves from getting actual contact by giving up weak contact. And you could see it blatantly, like you just said. When they can't get those fouls, their whole entire game look like they don't belong. So what they do is they try to preserve themselves by giving up this weak contact, because they know if they went up there like Jordan and the other and the other greats that we've seen in the past, go up there, take strong physical contact, and then go up there and get some and ones. No, they try to initiate this weak contact because they can't take an actual NBA foul.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And you know what that does to the defender? I don't know how to guard him, because if I touch him, they're gonna call a foul.
Yeah.
And that messes up the whole game.
That's why they always have their hands up during the game. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, how do you want me to defend that? And then the craziest thing is people will watch Luka and then they'll be like, oh, he's unguardable. It's like, yeah, you guys are actually right. He is unguardable. Like, defenders literally get punished for guarding him. He's not unguardable in the sense of like a LeBron, where it's like you just can't do nothing with him physically. No, he's not that unguardable. He's unguardable on the opposite end of the spectrum, to where it's like you can play great defense on him and he'll figure out a way to like manipulate the ref, and get to the free throw line. So yeah, he's unguardable in a completely different way.
Yeah, but the officials they put a lot of pressure. They put a lot of pressure on themselves too, with those calls, because, last night, I mean, it was the game was cool, but the officiating was just like horrible, because they was just calling. I mean, it was just like they would. I can't remember exactly how many fouls, but I know those fouls were up in was up in. If you can pull that up, just to see how many fouls were actually called both ways, because when they get involved, now you're involved too much. And when the officiating it's just when they're in there, when they're calling fouls like they were calling last night both ways, it just slow the game down, man. And it takes away from the beauty of just the game. I mean, because they were calling fouls left and right last night for both teams, I thought.
Yeah.
But you know what it is too, Rich? The reason and you know what, they take the physicality out the game through the play that they do and also the look that they give off. Reaves and Luka and those type of players ain't gonna go out there and get muscular and get all physically in shape. You know why? Because they'll stop getting calls. Because the referees ain't gonna call the same type. The referee not gonna give Luka the calls if he start looking like LeBron. They're gonna say he could take it. So if he look like he can't take that physicality, he look like he weak out there all the time, he gonna continue to look like that. So they play this entire image to fool the entire referees. Like you said, bro, the rabbit hole gets deep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like you said, you could play the perfect defense. If Luka and Reaves falls on the ground, there's a 90% chance they're getting the call.
Yeah.
Off the rip.
Yeah. And they look like you can knock them and they look unphysical. So every single NBA player look like they have a chance to knock them down.
Yeah, and that's why Luka is always looking for because I noticed that it was one play last night where you could tell he was fishing for the foul. He misses the shot, and then he kind of looked at the ref a little bit, and it's like, bro, you expect this every possession?
Yep.
You expect this every possession? Like you want a foul call every time you feel like somebody just as much as touches you. You want a foul call
every time.
It's like, bro, this is you do realize this is a contact sport. Like, we're allowed to guard you. You know, it's like in his mind, it's like, I don't know if he realizes that he don't want you to touch him.
Did y'all see Austin Reeves on the side yesterday screaming at the referees like he's showing up MJ?
Yeah, I seen that.
It's like this family really thinks he really thinks he is him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was just wild to see that. I mean,
said,
every time I don't get it.
We got overly focused in the chat. You said LeBron is physical, unguardable. Facts. Jordan was skilled, unguardable. Debate over. Okay. What were you saying, Miss Playman?
But another thing, have you noticed that Luka knees don't be bleeding like that no more?
Knees ain't bleeding.
and you notice when how he been since he been on the spotlight, everything about his game being exposed. So now you see things randomly just start going away, like his knees ain't bloody all the time. In Dallas, every single time they knocked him down, his knees would start bleeding. So all of a sudden they're doing the same thing, and he getting more free throws in Los Angeles, but the knees ain't bleeding all the time. I think him and Reeves up there faking this stuff, bro. He looked like he bloody. He looked like he banged up and beat up. So they're gonna get more foul calls, bro. They out there playing a role.
Yep.
Yeah. But I know we talk about that. The team. I'm just hoping that at some point he'll come around and see what he has in LBJ, where they can put some stuff together and and make a push for some stuff. Because like I said, I asked the question earlier just with the with Luka with the ball hogging. If we could and him just jacking shots like he does, if we could stop that, and just try to, if he could play the game like LeBron does when he out there and get people involved, just see what Rui can do, but like I say, you can't do it with him and Austin on the floor with both of them just taking all the shots, and I don't know why people can't see that. That you can't have just those two people just out there take a majority of the shots, because at some point LeBron got to get his in too. But I don't know. I just just the way that DeAndre Ayton plays and the way that Rui plays and with Marcus Smart, and then you got Jackson Hayes coming off the bench like a show enough bona fide. The Lakers got some pieces out there. You know what I mean? But they just need to really, really find another defender to put out there, to in place. Like I said, I know that Reeves is not the one when it comes to shutting people down. But I could see him as a 7th or 8th man if we had another defender out there to go along with Marcus Smart. That the Lakers could probably make some noise, man. And that's
The
just
Lakers
me
can make
just
some
being a
noise.
realist.
The Lakers can make some noise to get rid of Luka, because Luka's not a championship player. He doesn't talk about trying to win a championship. When the Lakers got AD came in talking about winning the championship. Luka don't talk about winning no title. Only thing Luka talk about is basically just trying to how his game is doing. That's the only thing they talk about with Luka. How is your game, Luka? How are you feeling? How is your health? They don't say nothing. We spent the entire summer talking about how Luka gonna get in shape. They didn't say nothing about how Luka and the team can win a championship. They didn't say nothing about that. The first thing they said out their mouths was MVP Luka coming, not championship Luka. They don't care. Luka and his fans and the whole Lake organization do not care about winning the championship.
Right. Well, hey, Mr. Player Man. So let me ask you this. So what do you think? What do you think? Because that's the whole thing. What do you think JJ say to Luca about his play?
Say that again,
Do
bro.
you think
You
he's
broke up.
no? No, I'm saying, what do you think do JJ say anything to Luca about his play?
No, he can't. He gonna
Yeah,
get fired.
well, JJ talks politely, which is pathetic when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to correcting Luca. And because he did mention putting Luca off ball, but then he rambled on some, salad words after it. So it just, honestly, that's what needs to happen. Luca needs to go off ball. He should not be bringing the ball up. He should not run point guard.
And he
That would
can't
fix
play.
a
He
lot.
can't play like that. He can't. That's not his game. That's not the game that he wants to
And
play.
see,
The game he wants to play is be ball dominant, take 8 to 9, 10 shots every quarter.
yep, and that's good. That's why the Lakers are going to struggle,
But
especially in
the
the
thing is
playoffs.
that's fine if he want to do that. But it's just the way that he does it. That I just can't understand why. Even if it's LeBron, just explaining to him that explain it. Just how are you supposed to get your shit off? Because if he, I just it's I think he's still going to average about 30, 35 if he spread his time. I mean, 30 to average 35 points ain't nothing if you're scoring 5 to 10 points every quarter. But he's just
Why
jacking
does it?
shot. But if
Why
you
does it
just
take
jacking,
30 attempts? Yeah.
that's what I was getting ready to say.
And so many free throws.
But if you are not on, then you should try to be getting the other people involved, right?
But his game is not built on getting anybody involved. His game is built around himself getting MVP type numbers. That's all he wants. He won his
Like I
championship over
said,
there in the Euro League.
Like I said, bro, when Rick Carlisle said we're going to put the ball in his hands, y'all created a monster that I don't see y'all being able to reel this in, bro. It's like James Harden,
Yep.
Once to me, I think at some point they're going to wake up and realize he can't be our best player. Now, they don't want to, and this is the funny thing about the Lakers, is that LeBron is still here. He's about to be 41, but they don't want Luka to be the second fiddle to LeBron, but they'll bring in somebody else, and I think they'll be fine with Luka being second fiddle to somebody else. But I just think they don't want him to be second fiddle to LeBron for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That makes them look stupid if you think about it. Think about it, Red. That makes them look dumb because they put all their eggs in a basket when it comes to Luka.
It makes
They
them
flew
look
out.
stupid. It makes them look stupid, and it makes Luka look bad. Because how is a 40-year-old still better than you? That's why I think he be pressing a lot during games, trying to jack up as many shots so he can get his numbers, so that way people won't be like, "Damn, is LeBron better than him still?"
The thing about it is they don't want to accept that LeBron is a Laker.
Yep.
They still don't want to accept it. After all these years, they don't want to accept that LeBron is a Laker. Even though we clearly see that he's better than Luka and he was better than AD, they don't want to accept that LeBron is a Laker. They don't want to succumb to that, bro. That's what it is. They don't want to succumb to the fact that LeBron more than likely gonna retire as a Laker. They don't want to do that. Until he gone, it's gonna always be his team, no matter who behind him. So they just propping Luka up falsely.
Yeah, false prophets. Listen, fellas, good call, man. I got to get up out of here, though. Y'all got any final thoughts?
Oh, no, I'm good. I appreciate the time, my brother.
All right, Top Fly, good call,
I'm
man.
good. Yep.
I appreciate it, Reg.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right,
Yeah, folks. There you have it, folks. Austin Reaves, like I said, dude, you are not slick, man. Knock it off, bro. Stop trolling. Okay. Bring your ass back, dude. I'm bored, man. I need you. I need you at this point, Reaves. I'm tired of cooking Luka. I want to cook you again. Shout out to Wine Man for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Top Fly High. And shout out to Frank for the $20 super chats. Folks, Austin's ducking me, man. He's ducking me. Shout out to Samoa Dragon as well. He's ducking me, folks. I don't appreciate this at all. I need you to get back out on that floor, dude. Okay? I need somebody to cook. But yeah, folks, that's all I got, man, on this one. I will catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.